Hi there, I'm Tiffany Rodius from the Guyana Revenue Authority. This week we focus on registering for an eService account to file your tax returns and the tax returns that are due for the year of assessment 2024. Focus on GRA begins now.
If you're importing a motor vehicle and you need to know what duties and taxes to pay, then these are the recent tax measures that apply to different categories of motor vehicles. Motor vehicles under 1500cc and 4 years old and over attract a flat excise tax rate of $800,000. The rate of customs duty on motor vehicles under 4 years old with an engine capacity less than 1500cc has been reduced from 45% to 35%.
Wow!
And there is no value-added tax on all electric motor vehicles under 4 years old. These measures took effect from February 6, 2023. For more information, contact GRA's Tax Advisory Services section, 227-6060, extension 8000.
Welcome to Focus on GRA, a program of information for taxpayer education. Did you know you can file your tax returns electronically? The GRA's eService platform makes it convenient and easy to file your tax returns and keep up to date with your tax status. Our eService support staff, Roland Trotman, joins us to demonstrate how to register for an eService account.
The Guyana Revenue Authority is urging taxpayers to ensure they properly register for eServices. It is important to register correctly to avoid any issue with tax submission and payments. To sign up, you need an active email address and a scanned copy of a valid form of identification to validate your new account and receive important notifications. To start this process, you are required to visit GRA's eServices website, click on Register for an account or Create an account, and enter your personal details, that is, first and last name, date of birth, telephone number, an active email address, and most importantly, your taxpayer's identification number, TIN, as your username. Next, create a password that meets the stated requirements. Select and answer the 3 security questions. After selecting your security questions, agree to the terms and conditions by clicking the box and click Submit My Registration. You will receive an activation link in your email. Click this link within 48 hours to confirm your registration. To finalize your eServices registration, upload a form of identification, such as your ID card, driver's license, or biodated page of your passport. To do this, log into your account, go to the Inbox tab, hover over the drop-down arrow, and select New Messages. In the subject window, select Taxpayer eServices Registration, and in the message box, type, "Please link my account." Select the file from your device and upload your identification. You will receive an ENQ reference number after sending your inquiry. Contact the eServices section via the telephone and provide the ENQ number. A support officer will review the documents submitted and link your account. Once this process is completed, you can conduct your taxation business using the GRA's online platform. The benefits of registering for eServices. In March 2021, the GRA introduced the Optimal Revenue Management System, a user-friendly interface that consolidates taxpayers' information, financial transactions, and communications to offer reliable data. The eServices platforms allow you to send and receive secure messages. Taxpayers are able to communicate with the GRA effectively and promptly, view tax account statements and upcoming returns, file tax returns, and manage all your tax accounts. Check to see if there is a refund, and the best part is that you are doing it from the comfort of your home or office. The individual income tax return is due annually on April 30th. This return is a document employees must submit to the GRA annually and contains information on their income earned from the previous year. Employees are now encouraged to submit these returns electronically through the GRA's eServices platform, where the electronic system submissions can be done from the comfort of your home or office with the click of a button. This video is a step-by-step guide on how to complete your transaction. First, log into your account and navigate to the Returns tab. Here you will find two options: Return List and File a Return. To file an individual income tax return, click on File a Return. Enter the tax type and year of assessment. Then click on Start a Return. Step 1 involves reviewing the return details, including the tax type, period, and the due dates for a return and payments. Ensure the information you enter is accurate. When you are ready to begin, click Yes if you are solely employed and No if you are both employed and self-employed or solely self-employed. After making a selection, click Save and Continue. Step 2 is a brief overview of the necessary documents needed to file the return. Click Save and Continue to go to the next section of this return. Enter in income details. If you are earning an income through the public sector, click Add Details in line 26B. If you are earning through the private sector, click Add Details in line 27B. You will need to provide details about your employer, including their tax identification number or the name of the company or agency. Additionally, you will be required to provide information from your emolument or your 7B slip, which includes your gross salary, taxable allowances, deducted income tax, PAYE, and NIS contribution. After you have entered all this necessary information, click the Save button to store your changes. If you have income from multiple organizations, click Add Details to input these details from each employer. To proceed, click Back, then select Save and Continue to move to the next section. Section 2 of 3 requires you to enter your allowances and deductions. These include your gross interest paid on your mortgage, line 41, and your medical and life insurance premium, line 42. After entering your details, click Save and Continue. Section 3 of 3 provides a brief overview of your deductions, total credit, and tax refundable or due. Review these details, then click Save and Continue. Section 4 requires you to upload the relevant documents. These must be in PDF or JPG format and should not exceed 3 megabytes in size. The documents include your 7B form, the Mortgage Interest Relief Form 4, or the Medical and Life Insurance Premium Form. After uploading these documents, click Save and Continue. Review and submission. The next important stage before submitting the return is to review all figures entered and to ensure no errors were made. You are also required to read the declaration of the terms and conditions, agreeing that the information entered in the return is accurate and completed to the best of your knowledge. Click on the declaration checkbox and then click Submit Returns. For more information, visit the Optimal website, www.gra.gov.gy/optimal.
Now that you know how to sign up for an eService account and file your taxes electronically, our tax specialist Tamiko and Cisnarine explains what returns are due in the year of assessment 2024. What returns are due in the year 2024?
The due date for submission of tax return and payment of those returns is April 30, 2024. The following return must be submitted on or before April 30. An individual tax return, corporation tax return, property tax return, capital gains tax return, and partnership return. We wish to remind taxpayers to ensure that all necessary documents are attached to the respective tax return when making their submission.
If you work for yourself and are responsible for setting charges for the goods and services you provide, you're considered a self-employed person. Is a self-employed person required to file an income tax return?
Self-employed individuals are required to submit an income tax return each year and pay all outstanding taxes by April 30th. Additionally, they must pay quarterly advance tax.
What documents are required to accompany the individual income tax return for a self-employed person?
The GRA wishes to remind self-employed individuals that they are required to attach their final accounts, which should be prepared on an accrual basis. These accounts include the following: income and profit and loss statements and balance sheet. Additionally, they must submit the financial statement summaries, Form G0017 and Form G0018 for the above stated accounts. Both summary forms are available on GRA's website. Further, where a taxpayer claims wear and tear or declares a loss, a wear and tear and loss relief schedule must also accompany the return. The GRA is therefore encouraging self-employed individuals to ensure that all the required documents are attached to their individual income tax return before making their submission. A failure to comply with this will result in the GRA rejecting the individual income tax return.
And finally, what are the penalties for failing to file tax returns on time?
The GRA is encouraging taxpayers to ensure that they file their return and pay all outstanding taxes on time to avoid payment of penalties. Notwithstanding, a taxpayer who does not file a return by the due date, that is April 30, will have to pay a penalty of 10% of the tax assessed. Furthermore, once it is determined that taxes are outstanding, the taxpayer must ensure that payment is made by April 30. A taxpayer who makes payment after this date will be subject to a late payment penalty of 2% per month of the outstanding taxes for each month or part thereof that the tax remain outstanding. Moreover, interest will also be charged at the rate of 18% per annum.
And that will be all for this week's Focus on GRA. Remember, you can find more information on signing up for eServices on the GRA's website, gra.gov.gy. For more information on filing tax returns electronically, you can send us your inquiries via email, grapublicrelations@gmail.com, or taxadvisory@gra.gov.gy. And follow us on our social media pages for up-to-date tax-related information. Thank you for watching. I'm Tiffany Rodius. Until next time.